Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry? We're live? Yeah.
So back in the booth, Eric Apple. Dallas is out after getting almost knocked out.
Yeah.
I'm told.
Pretty crazy just what happened.
Of course, I'm joined by former world champion and the winner of our last IBA WQS event in Antofagasta, PLC, if you guys didn't know who he was. Supermodel extraordinaire. I'm never going to let you live that one down.
No, you'll not, Oh, here we go, Anasada from Morocco. He's one of the best guys, I reckon, in this kind of condition. And just throws a roll here.
I was going to tell you, a kid I grew up with, his name is Rod Brewster.
Yeah.
He's a professional surfer, and he had no modeling experience whatsoever. And I don't know how this happened, but he got cast as like the face of Guess.
Oh, really?
Which is like a big campaign, right?
That was the biggest company in the world.
I mean, they only have like one male model, one female model they use for like the whole year.
That's crazy.
And he got that out of the blue one year.
Sometimes it just happening.
He didn't do anything else before that. Just all of a sudden got that campaign.
People do like millions of casting to get this, and just get it like that all out of the blue.
I imagine
good on him.
I imagine it was a high-paying gig too, right?
Oh,
you get something like that, it's big.
Big, yeah. Guess we pay a lot of money for sure.
I went and got an acai from Puerto Suco during my little break here.
Yeah, well, pretty lucky. I wish I had one.
You can smell mine.
Thanks, man. Here we are, Michael Oyster from South Africa. Yeah, we were talking about with Dallas about it. There's not that many foreigners here. Like, there's no Australian in the trials. There is no Hawaiian. There is no American.
There's no Americans ever.
No. Sometimes.
What Americans? Well,
Jason Pizza.
Oh, sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes was part of the trials even. Here we go. So yeah, that's a hard hit we have here, Eric Apple.
So again, let's give you the lay of the land. We have 15 minutes and 48 seconds to go. In yellow, this is Anas Adar. Nice roll there through the top of that lip. But again, Michael Osler, the South African, in the lead with 7.25. And Enyer Mancada, the man from Venezuela, with a 5.25 in second place. He only has one wave. And Francesco Ferreira, the 3.76 in third, and Anas, we just saw he was in fourth, now bumping up to third with a 1.7 on his last wave. So just to let you know where we are with everybody. So only one Brazilian, a Moroccan, Venezuelan, and a South African in this heat. So quite an international field we're having.
Yeah, pretty good, because the last one we had three Brazilian. So
in red, Francesco Ferreira, big roll right there. Quite a little bit of just intensity and really popped on that first one for considering how small that wave is. And PLC, talk about the ability of the Brazilians, especially, who really are able to milk these small waves, and that it really hustle, don't they?
Yeah, we had a chat with Dallas too. I think the Brazilian rider renowned in surfing and bodyboarding to be with some of the best riders in tricky wave, especially small waves. I mean, you get good at the wave you grew up with, and people who live in Itacoatiara, like Dudu and Guy Jose Otavio, are amazing riders in big waves, and you see more people living in Rio are amazing in small waves, but Brazilians are pretty complete riders at the moment, and yeah, I mean, this is definitely one of the best riders in this kind of condition we have at the moment. And here you see Adnan and Brahim, the two guys from Morocco, supporting the Anas Adar.
Yeah, for sure. And we have Isabella Sosa down on the beach. She is our women's world champion, and she is caught up with the winner from our last heat.
E aí, galera, eu tenho aqui o Lucas Rodrigues, o vencedor da última bateria. Ele está bem amarradão, as condições estão bem difíceis. E aí, como é que foi? O mar estava bem difícil, as ondas parecem estar esfarelando um pouco. E como é que foi sair vitorioso numa bateria difícil como essa?
Pô, tô muito feliz, tô amarradão, porque eu nunca cheguei tão longe assim no Mundial. E o mar tá com as condições muito difíceis, muito vento, a onda tá um pouco cheia na areia. Mas estou feliz que eu consegui desenvolver um belo surf ali, um surf excelente, que eu pude passar a bateria, então eu tô amarradão e bola para frente.
Talvez tenha o quarto round hoje e você pode cair de novo na água. Qual vai ser a estratégia se as condições continuarem as mesmas?
A estratégia é a mesma, acelerar e manobrar na cara da onda, porque a onda não está formando muito tubo, está esfarelando, então é preferível manobrar do que tentar entubar. A estratégia vai ser a mesma.
Galera ali do Gordinho tava falando que teu apelido era Inhame. Conta aí, o que é isso?
É porque na escolinha antigamente, quando eu comecei a pegar onda, aí tinha um instrutor que namorava a minha irmã, e o apelido da minha irmã é Batata. Aí ele falou, galera, a gente tem que botar um apelido nele, então o apelido dele vai ser Yami, aí ficou Yami.
Pô, valeu, Yami, parabéns.
Valeu,
Quer mandar um beijão pra galera aí de casa?
Pô, eu quero mandar um beijo pra minha mãe, Dona Ilza, pra Poliana, minha família toda que tá mandando a força pra mim. E é isso aí, bola pra frente.
Back with you, Eric.
Thank you very much, Isabella, for catching up with Jorge Pullman, our winner of the last heat. Again, this is the 5th heat of round number 3 of the trials. Eric Abel joined by former world champion PLC.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. Stoked to be back in the booth here in Brazil, Itacoatiara.
What have you been doing with your $8 grand cash US?
Spent
you've
it
been
all.
spending? It's all gone?
No, I'm joking. No, yeah, after and here we have Michael Oyster from South Africa. Boom, huge roll.
Nice
Oh,
roll
and-
there. Tried his second one in the whitewater, and we were talking about PLC's $8,000 cash winnings that he got in Antofagasta on the QS event. As we see, whoa!
Whoa. And he makes it too.
Talk us through that maneuver right there.
Yeah, Anas Adar is a kid from Morocco. He's 19 years old, I believe, and he's got that weird backflip RS on left. He's the only one that I know in the world that does it. This one was not too much, but he does one crazy move on left that he probably will do this event if he gets to surf more. And we're gonna have the replay. It's like between the backflip and it's I don't know. It's fine.
You know what it is? I think it is basically a backflip. However, he turns his board sideways while he's in the
Okay,
air.
yeah.
He tilts his board while he's doing the flip. So his board is not going at the same direction that his body is, correct?
You
Does that make
understand?
sense?
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably like a twisting board thing.
It's just
that
like a flip, but he just turns his board sideways, which confuses us.
Yeah, probably. We had a good way from Michael Oster too. There's a huge first roll. Try to go for a second one, but let me tell you, the waves are not long. It's a really short ride. The waves are actually breaking on the sand. So to be able to get 2 maneuvers,
So,
boom.
and Anas with a 6.63 on that wave
Yeah.
that we saw a minute ago. That'll put him up momentarily into second place.
So yeah, Enya on the invert. Enya Moncada got a 6.63 for an invert. Alan's got the exact same score for the backflip. Michael got a 5.63 for the roll, a big roll, and let's see the wave of Francis Lefebvre at the last invert.
Michael Osler in white. And the conditions are certainly starting to get pretty challenging out there, aren't they?
It's tricky. I mean, it's so close from the sand, and you don't have much time to do maneuver. And the waves, the wind is kind of make it even harder, and it's very challenging condition right now. The guys are doing well to be able to do maneuvers right now.
Yeah, it's certainly, like you said, challenging out there. And we were going to talk about, yeah, that's right. I mean, if you guys were able to watch our WQS event in Antofagasta, I was holding in my hand the big 8K that this man took home. And tell me this, did your girlfriend take it? Did you send her home with the money to deposit it for you?
No, I have it.
You have it here.
I have it here.
Ooh. I'll be looking to rob him.
Um,
And what address are you staying at?
I'm staying in very north of Rio. We're just pretty happy to take out that win and to get this prize money and to win a competition in Chile. I was glad to see another event in Chile with that much prize money for the men's and the girls, and I think that was the biggest prize money of the tour so far, and it was a QS event. I mean,
It's
good.
awesome. Okay, so let's give you guys a lay of the land. 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Enyer Moncada in first place, the Venezuelan. The Venezuelan's been doing pretty good today. He only has 3 waves, but he's a total of 11.88. And Francirle Ferreira in red, who we see right now rolling through that lip. He's in second place. In third, Anas Arar with a 9.66, and Michael Osler, you see right here, the 9.63. He's looking for a 4.
Nice.
Man, and like PLC said, these waves are so short, breaking on the sand. Definitely tough for these guys to get more than one maneuver in, isn't it?
Yeah, I was saying to Dallas just before that I don't think rolls are enough to go through hits at this stage of the competitions. But those last 2 waves were pretty big, probably one of the biggest waves I've seen since I'm commentating, and I'm curious to see the score of what they give to a big roll like the one of Francis Lay and the one of Michael Oyster. I'll say that the one of Francis Lay was bigger, but it'd be interesting to see the score.
So again, waiting for some scores to come through. Well, it looks like Francirle Ferreira got a 5.73 on that last wave.
Okay.
I'm sorry, a 5 on the last wave.
Okay.
But Osler with a 5.7 on his last wave. That's going to bump him up to second place. So a lot of changing of the positions, as you might expect with waves like this, right? I mean, everyone's getting very similar waves, correct?
True. Here we have Anas, the man from Morocco. Boom, nice roll.
Good projection right there, sticking off the top of the wave.
I'm not able to get much of a bottom turn, but he when he hit the lips, this guy flies. Let me tell you, especially in this kind of waves. One of the best small wave rider that I know in the world, and I was saying to Dallas, he won the.
Looks like a set coming in.
Yeah, let's see. I was saying that he won the first competition of the European Tour, and yeah, he's one of the up and coming rider we have in Morocco for sure.
Look at this left lining up. This is Enyer Mancada, the Venezuelan, with an invert. And I know that Alex Leon, our World Tour manager, has been in talks and starting to get things moving as far as putting together possibly an event in Morocco, as we have a Moroccan rider this heat, as we have our other heats. And tell me about the waves there. Have you gotten a chance to go down there, or what do you know about it?
Well, yeah, I lived 3 years there. I lived from 7 years old, 10 years old. I actually started bodyboarding in Morocco, and well, it's hard to remember the quality of the wave because I was a kid. And all the wave looked pumping for me. No matter if it was windy onshore. I didn't even know it was onshore, offshore at the time. And but now I know there is amazing waves. There is amazing in Morocco, and definitely good enough to have an IBA event for sure. There are some world class waves. We have a wave like we have Safi, like is renowned for being one of the best waves in Africa, and no, Morocco has some really good waves, and the community of bodyboarding is huge there, bigger
really?
than
It's great.
people think.
And tell me about the rider that you've been mentoring as of late, Alexander Rinder, who came in with a big second place finish at the event, the Women's World Tour event in Antofagasta. How's the Panzer? How's she been celebrating since she went home, as we see white taking off? What is Michael also going to do? Nothing. So what's been going on with the Panzer?
Yeah, well, Alexander Rinda from Canary Island. Oh, we have yellow up.
So
and
yellow,
riding.
Anas Arar. Oh,
Boom.
again, that flip maneuver.
Yeah.
That's going to be a high score away for him. His lowest score is a 3.88, so most likely he's going to replace
he needed
that.
4 points.
Yeah, he's going to bump right up real quick here with only 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go. So what's going on with Alex? You know, how has she been taking in now her big second place finish, and how happy is she?
Yeah, she was super happy. She was so happy to be able to make a final in one of the big competitions for the girls. I mean, it doesn't get bigger than what it was, and she started bad with the knee interference in her first heat, and that was so hard for me, like being there coaching her and seeing this happen. And but she ended up going all the way to the final. She did more hit than any girls, and she was so tired. I mean, she's only 15 years old, and she did so good to get all the way to the final. And I'm really happy and proud of what she did. Her family was very proud. Her brother, her family, everyone was so happy to see her achieving one of her dreams to make a final.
That's awesome. So again, a score coming through for Anas Arar on the last left where he had that backflip and a roll. A 5.83, that puts him in first place. 12.46 total score. Enyer in second. Michael Oslo, the South African, in third. And Francirle Ferreira in fourth. And again, there's that backflip maneuver that we saw.
Yeah, I think you're right. He's twisting his board when he does the backflip, so he makes that weird impression from where we are, like looking from the shore. But anyway, he got a 5.83, and that puts him into the lead. with 3 minutes remaining.
After this, keep going.
Fourth round.
So I'm just getting the notification from Alex Leon, our World Tour manager. I think we're going to go through one more round today. We're even going to keep going through round number 4. We're going to get through these trials and get to the quarter, semis, and finals and get the WSS event started. GSS, I'm sorry.
Yeah, GSS looks like it's gonna be, not doesn't look like, I'm pretty confident it's gonna be on tomorrow after they finish with the trials, and we're gonna have a winner event, trial winner tomorrow morning, and straight after we're gonna have the round 1 of the GSS. The wind is actually offshore right now. The wind just swapped back.
Looks like it.
That's good. I'm happy for the people that are gonna be in round 4, because the wind's perfectly offshore now.
Look at that.
Boom, big roll from Francis Lefebvre.
And what have you been up to, PLC, since you've been here in Itacoatiara? As I see a barrel ride for Blue and your Mancada.
I don't know, but I could be the interference for Michael Oyster just then. He kind of dropped a big section on him. Be interesting.
This is
Here we
yellow.
have Anasada on a bomb.
Look at this left-hander. A lot of speed coming up. Boom, big flip right there, and that's going to be, that's got to be one of the bigger maneuvers we've seen in the entire competition so far.
I call it a 9. I call it a 9, and I told you, I knew this kid was going to do something.
Some sets coming in now again. White, Michael Osler, the South African with 11.46 total. Rolling through that wave. He needs a 6.11 if he wants to move up into second place. Only a minute and 25 seconds ago here in the heat. Anas and Enyar looking good. Osler and Ferreira are scratching for something in the waning seconds of the heat.
We're here with the replay of yellow. That was a perfect backflip. Look at this section. Boom. That was a huge backflip. That's gonna be the biggest score of the day so far. They couldn't do much better with the condition today. Right now, especially, that was a big wave, big maneuver, clean landing, and yeah, Nasada from Morocco is gonna extend his lead.
And he was already in the lead, and to pull that off is amazing. And a 9.13.
Yeah.
Way to go, PLC.
I call it a 9.
And again, you know, now that I got another good solid look at his backflip, that's all it is a backflip. He just turns his board perpendicular to his body.
Yeah.
Confuses us at first.
This one was more, this ball was a little bit more parallel to his body on this one, so we could really see that there was a backflip. But yeah, here we go. 9.13 and a 6.63. Here are the two best. We have Anasada from Morocco. So
I think it's the highest scoring heat of the day so far, and this is with only 15 seconds remaining here in this heat. It looks like Anas is in a good position, but we have sets coming in.
there's only 8 seconds remaining. Ooh, so that's the last chance of Francis Lay to make the hit.
Oh, he's not going to be very happy with that. And Michael Osler needs a 6.1, and I don't think he caught a wave.
No, you got a 4.53 on the last row we've seen on the left.
So again, unofficially, your winners, Anas Adar from Morocco and the Venezuelan Enyar Mancada. And third and fourth place, Michael Osler and Franceli Ferreira are done. We are going to move on to heat